Hey everybody, I'm Grandpa Max Anger, and with me is Tiffy and Kali, and they are going to help me not suck at Helldivers 2. I want to thank Kali for getting me the game in the first place, and this is going to be a thing. I've done the tutorial, and that's about it. So, what are we doing, Kali?
Well, first things first. Gonna need to join my games. I see you in
The
game, so I'll invite you
statues?
to squad.
Except.
Allied destroyer coordinates received.
What's it doing? So basically, this is
Initiate.
Mass Effect 3 multiplayer,
Allied
except turned up to
destroyer has
11.
joined squadron.
Probably. I've never experienced Mass Effect.
Oh, it's a fun game.
Like I said, from my experience, it's like Left 4 Dead, but with bugs and bots.
How do I get more
Again,
weapons?
how do you get more weapons? One of two ways. It's either uh, whatever you have to you see the big glowing acquisitions. That's one way to do it. Basically, you gotta grind for it.
Ah, okay. So you just start with a fucking assault rifle.
Oh, and
You
Max, you
truly
might
are
want to
one of
also
Liberty's
turn off
greatest heroes.
automatic feedback from your microphone in
Oh
option
shit, that's right. Audio.
in audio
Voice
voice
chat.
chat. There you go.
Disabled. Fucking thing. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that can be a little interesting.
Alright, so I am good to go as much as I can be.
Okay. So otherwise, if you, whenever you look at your weapons, you would go here to either customize your weapon loadout by clicking any of the big boxes, primary, secondary, and your grenade. Your armory is your armor, helmet, cape. Armor does convey bonuses. Helmets and cape, for now, as far as I know, do not.
How do I?
See, character also gives you a little bit more some customization options.
Oh, they don't even give you any armor or helmet colors, do they?
No, they don't. Pretty much, it's this is Super Earth. It's like all primary colors of black and gold.
For some reason, there
It's
we
like
go. Oh, it does
ba-
give me some customization.
basically, and here's the other thing. I mean, it would be like other colors are not quite as democratic, you know.
Well,
But
because friendly fire is a thing that exists, I'm gonna try and give myself as much color as I can, so that people...
I don't think that's gonna help one bit because we're gonna be throwing grenade. A bit. Here's the one thing I guess I will say that is good about this game in terms of its unflinching, uncompromising realism. In terms of things are explosive and things are bad and will kill you.
That's all I can equip. I'm ready for whatever. Oh
So,
shit! I got a message. Oh Jesus! That did a thing.
So be advised, but so it's like these are deadly things. They're not toys, children. Don't play with them. You will, in fact, end the life of your siblings.
What is? Oh, that's weird. Okay, there we go.
Oh, good. They actually wait. Okay, this is on. So, which would you want to fight first, bots or bugs?
Which ones are bigger?
What do you mean bigger?
Which ones are easier to see?
Easier to see? Bugs.
Okay, we'll go for bugs.
Bugs. Okay. Oh, good. People finally decided to freaking liberate that planet. Okay, so the way this works in terms of the galactic war is that obviously you see here you have the red one on the on one side. They're the bots. You have the yellow ones, which are the bugs. We're gonna have you see the suspiciously empty spaces all around the other sides. That's gonna
cool
be
as it actually shows your cursor and shit. That is
Yeah,
technologically really neat.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. So at least you get to see, oh yeah, around here and up there, there's probably going to be some future enemies. and there is a third faction on the way already announced. Where they're going to be is anybody's guess. They could be down here and leaving some spots here and there, or, I don't know, up there. We don't know.
I did download Tiny Tina's Wonderlands and Deep Rock Galactic in
Ooh.
case we want to do those at any point. I also grabbed the community patch for Wonderlands, so I'll help you set that up if we ever want to do that.
Yeah, we do have Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and yes,
I hate the writing, but I love the gameplay loop.
that is what do you hate the writing?
Oh, I hate the writing in Borderlands.
I don't know. It's like,
I have reviled the writing in Borderlands ever since 2.
well, what is it about it?
I have one exact point that killed it for me, just completely 100%. When Lilith in Borderlands 2 popped up for the first time, and what did she say? Sup. That was it. I was done. I was like, nope. A fucking 9th grader wrote this. Thank you. No, I have checked out from the writing. I have redonkulously high standards for writing. I don't like Tolkien. My wife hates that I don't like Tolkien. I love his audiobook. I love his movies. I do not like his writing. It's way too purple prosy for me. He is a good writer. I personally do not like his writing.
Await your activation.
And I can differentiate between the two. I can say that somebody is a good writer for other people. My hot takes.
I don't know. It's just like, maybe I've been too desensitized or something, but I guess I just never felt that way about that.
I don't judge other people for writing or for enjoying the writing that they like. It's subjective. It just is what it is. I have ridiculously high standards, and I accept that I have ridiculously high standards. And I love pissing people off by saying, "Hey, I don't like this writing, and here's why."
I don't know. It's just like to judge it based on a sub and based.
Well, I mean, no, it deteriorates from there. I mean, like, Hammerlock is he is a wonderfully written character. I love how he's written. Torg, same thing for the most part. There's a bunch of other characters that I really like in the game, but the overall story, especially in 3, it took a massive downturn. And then Tiny Tina's Wonderland is a fever dream, but you kind of expect it to be a fever dream because it's Tiny Tina, and I'm so glad she dropped most of the black vernacular. That shit was cringy as fuck. And kind of offensive, if I'm being honest. If we're talking about fucking cultural appropriation all the time and shit, I mean, I don't even agree with that, but like
in that case, yeah, then I can agree.
Like, I hate the idea of cultural appropriation. I think it's completely stupid, but even I was going, Jesus fucking Christ, how has she not been canceled?
Well, the only reason I wouldn't know for sure is because we haven't played all the way through Tiny Tina. So.
Oh no, it's a lot better in Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and also Assault on Dragon Keep, the DLC that they did for Borderlands 2. They toned it way back there too. And that made her a lot more tolerable in my book. She was still kind of annoying, but it wasn't like, is this character actually racist? No, they got rid of that shit. Thank God. It's still there, but it's within acceptable parameters.
My question is, can you even be that way in a space game? Well, like, okay.
Oh, within the confines of the lore? God, no. That's just whatever.
What concept is that in a game where people are just literally on the fringes of society on a distant rock?
Oh yeah, as it pertains to lore, no, it's totally not racist. It's just her picking up whatever cultural tidbits she can. But looking at it outside of that, in modern day for modern audiences, every time I heard her, do the black thing, it is like, oh, that's not gonna age well. Like, well, you'd have
to wonder where these individuals get it from, right? Assuming they're like learning from each other or picking up from somewhere, right?
Well, in terms of lore, Tina learned it from Roland, or at least she learned it from what she expected Roland to be as a black person. But Roland isn't like that. He's the beigest person in the whole fucking game, in the whole series. Which, I don't know if that was...
I'm gonna mostly be in chat, lol.
Okay, that's fine.
On purpose? I don't,
It's a bone...
I'm not going to say either way. Well,
it's a burr that's been stuck up my ass for the last 10 years about Tina. Everybody loves the character because she's so quirky and wild and wacky, and it's like, yeah, that's true. But there's also all of these dialogue points where it's like, oh, that's a little off, even for me, even as what I consider myself as an anti-woke person. Listening to that shit, it's like, oh, maybe they got a point there. That being said, I don't think she should be censored. I'm never a fan of censorship. I'm always a fan of letting everything speak for itself. If somebody has a bad take, if somebody is a racist, if somebody is this, that, or the other, I believe the right thing to do is to let them speak. That way, their words will inform you of their opinions. I would rather know up front that somebody is bigoted towards some group or other than have them be censored and never know. Because
because the moment we do censorship, then everybody loses.
Exactly.
Everybody's effective. And then it becomes, I don't know what particular brand of
Same here.
bad
and we can only have freedom of speech when everyone can
call
speak.
that, but
Exactly.
I definitely know it is bad for freedom and people's freedoms of to speak. The very First Amendment of our country.
Yeah, exactly.
To censor people in that way.
And the other thing is this.
If someone's being a goddamn dick,
my limit is
being an offensive person and doing so intentionally when the rules are for, like, say, someone's channel.
That's different.
Hey,
that's private business.
That's not what we're supposed to do.
That's private business law.
Intentionally does it and keeps doing it, like they're baiting you for what you're going to do about it.
But that's private business rules, private business laws. And my whole thing is, my line in the sand is actively advocating for violence. That is when I believe free speech ends, because you're actively trying to harm other people.
No party, no matter what, no party anywhere should needs.
Well, you look at this.
Then that is like it basically it is terrorism.
Yeah,
domestic terrorism.
Exactly, you're calling for violence against a group of people. And my whole thing is Sweet Baby Inc., for example, just to cite a recent example that's been in the news. If people were censored for their ideas, we would never know that the chick who runs that fucking company is racist as fuck against white people. And there's a bunch of these people who are racist against white people. I don't believe in racism at all. I don't believe in the idea of racism. I think it's completely fucking stupid. Why hate someone based on the color of their skin when, if you get to know them, you can find so many more reasons to loathe an individual? Dennis Miller made that quote, and I fucking love that quote because it's perfect. Racism is literally judging someone on skin deep. And it's stupid. It's completely fucking stupid. Now, are there differences in races? Yes, there are. Privilege and white people and black people and suffering and all this bullshit. Yes, that's true. But judging someone just based on the color of their skin is completely fucking stupid. You should get to know the person, because white people can be poor too. White people can be oppressed too. Black people can be, privileged. They can come from rich families. It does happen. That's the great melting pot of this country. Is anybody can be anything, and that is what makes this country great, in my opinion. Is that anybody has the potential to be anything. That is a good thing in our country.
We want to affirm that, and we want to try and reach for those values. Absolutely. Now let me get in my point.
Yep.
So the one thing I do want to say, and this is not countering your point of view. What it is adding to it.
Yeah.
And just giving a little extra little
addendum.
Addendum, and that is people can be stupid.
Oh God, yes. Oh Jesus Christ.
So if people can be stupid, then people can, in fact, judge people based on very skin deep
and I think what we are having problems as a country because we aren't honoring that anyone can be anything
with one another, and judge people based on the simple premise of first impressions or what they believe based on what they've experienced before.
Yeah.
We are discriminating against people and getting in the way of their opportunity at their right to pursue it.
I don't know if I can truly say that we can
within their ability and their merit
that it does not exist because stupid exists.
Oh, yeah.
And because stupid exists, that will exist. So that principle in which stupid is discriminatory
stupid existing
against other against other because of stupid reasons.
Yeah, stupid existing is why
stupid,
there is no
know?
stupid existing is why there is no great country. Every country has had good ideas about how their country should be run. And then stupid people come along and fuck it up. Either the hoi polloi or the leading class, or usually a bit of both, come along and fuck everything up. That's why communism doesn't work past a small group.
Tiafi Wifi, if you're going to judge someone based on the color of their skin or if your masculinity or femininity is only skin deep, you have an int score of 6.
Yeah, right?
If we are going to be a good society, we should prioritize education.
Yes,
right?
I fully agree.
And unfortunately, education is also becoming a battleground.
Oh, Jesus, you ain't even fucking kidding, dude. We have neighbors who have kids, and the stories I've heard from public school are fucking terrifying. I'm so fucking glad we don't have kids.
Yeah, kind of the same.
It's muddying the waters is what it's fucking doing. There was a kid who didn't know the difference between a male and female dog. They kept thinking Chip was a girl because they kept getting such weird mixed messages from their teachers at school about how everybody can be everything and all this other crap. And I'm not going to get into the trans thing. The trans thing is what it is. I'm not really qualified anyway. I mean,
yeah. On that note, it's just a wonder where it's like...
It is kind of a wonder that the country isn't in a worse spot, right?
We have... On that whole note, and this is all I will say on this, we have categories for a reason, right? We have terms for a reason, right? Yeah. We have created simpler terms, theoretically, in our great wisdom, and from those who came before us, decided that it was that it was easy for society to have terms to reference somebody and reference things. So, and that is there to try and help people understand and value and just know a concept from what that is.
Yeah, short form. Short form, you've got, I mean, just as a random example, short form, you've got gay, bisexual, and heterosexual. Those are 3 very simple terms that anybody can understand. A gay person likes people of the same sex, bisexual people like people of either sex, and straight and heterosexual people like people of the opposite sex. That was simple. That was good enough for the last 20,000 years. But now everything has become so complicated because everybody has to be their own little group.
Yeah. Well, and then in terms of scientific classifications, what about other animals, right? What about their parts? Are we going to suddenly say that this bird feels like gender fluid?
Yeah, exactly.
Or that cow.
It is a slippery slope. Where does it end? There need to be hard lines on where all of these new terminologies end. Otherwise, we're just going to end up doing what we're doing, confusing kids.
I mean, if we suddenly say to like a bovine cow, which we have term cow and bull for a reason. If we have those defining terms for a reason, what does that imply? That implies a cow has certain biological parts.
Yeah, we've got bull, steer, cow, and heifer, isn't it?
There's a reason why we don't milk the bull and not we milk the cow, not the bull. Well, or when we do milk the bull, we do it for breeding reasons, right?
Well, I mean, there's different categories of cows. There's cows, heifers, bulls, and steers. Yes. I know one of them are spayed and neutered, one of them aren't. But I mean, it's still the problem with introducing too many terms is that you're going to end up muddying the water so badly that you're going to end up with what we have now, kids being really fucking confused. And now, and I don't know how much you want to get into this, now we've got kids that are going under the knife and getting hormones, and I don't agree with any of that shit. I didn't agree with the idea of transgender people getting surgeries willy-nilly as it is, and it turns out they don't. Thank Christ almighty they don't. A lot of transgender people don't. As somebody who's born disabled and has had to go through quite a few surgeries myself, I don't think people need to be willy-nilly going through those fucking things because The human body is really strong and it's really resilient, but if you keep putting it under the knife, it's gonna break down eventually. It's not meant to be going through that kind of bullshit. I'm a firm believer in dealing with the hand you're dealt. And that's not me saying, oh, transgender people shouldn't be transgender. That's me saying that if you are going to be transgender, then you need to make your body work for you. If you believe that you are a feminine woman in a male's body, you need to go full feminine. You need to get as feminine as your body will physically let you be. Look at how Eddie Izzard was in the 90s. He was, cross-dressing and stuff, and he made his body work for him. He used makeup and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, and and there are those who are going to try to see how far they can push the lines. And I mean that's part of the freedom. But
oh God, yeah, they should. If transgender people,
be too far, so
if a random transgender person who is an adult wants to go through the surgeries, go through the hormones, all that stuff, I don't believe they should be stopped because they are an adult. It is their body. They are making their choice. I disagree with the choice, but whatever. They can do what they want. My issue is...
Now, here's an interesting question. Is the same true for a woman?
What do you mean?
Like, the same true for their body, because if the extension is going to be given for a
for abortion,
or even a man, let's say I want to go get a vasectomy right now because I don't believe in kids.
You're an adult, you should be able to do that. And as for abortion, I believe that it is the woman's choice until the child can survive outside of the womb. Because you remember, I was a 26-weeker, so I was damn near an abortion. I mean, not that my mom would have aborted me, but I mean, I was 26 weeks. It was really fucking touch and go for a really long time.
And I mean, TV is creamy.
Yeah, exactly. So my opinion on abortion has always been, if the kid cannot survive outside the mother's womb, then the mother has autonomy. Once the kid can survive outside the mother's womb, it becomes a lot more dicey.
Correct. And then now there's also, but we can. So the thing with
it shouldn't be illegal. I don't think it should be illegal, but I think it should be with, your doctor should talk to you, a psychologist should talk to you. You should have to go through a bit of red tape so that you're not just willy-nilly ending a life that could have survived outside the womb.
Well, right, and now we're
squishing all kinds of bugs today.
I know. Yeah, I know. Different kinds of bugs.
It's the principle of the thing. We went into this game to squish bugs, and we were going to, by God, squish bugs. They just might not be the bugs we expected.
All right. Well, we'll just try to end this topic on this one and actually squish bugs. Okay. Before the game decides to kick us out for inactivity. In fact, I got to do that. Do a little bit of something just to say, hey, yeah, we're
ready
moving.
for another mission, Helldiver.
But what I just want to say on that
the
is,
bugs swarm across this planet.
I'll let this guy
Choose where
finish.
to make your stand.
And then after, the only thing about that is that I can get the concept of that, whatever, but where the line is also doing some harm towards women's feeling of comfort about, well, can they even do their procreating duty in that sense? And they're being they're even like those who are wanting to have families are being unnecessarily hurt by those policies. Is that, well, what about the women who, by an act of God, decide the baby is basically dead in her womb?
Oh, the medical cases? Yeah, I'm fully in favor of the medical cases. All that is ending suffering. And I know something about ending suffering, believe you me.
Because otherwise, then good, upstanding families are being unnecessarily affected by broad stroke policies.
Yeah. Oh, I've always hated broad stroke policies.
Broad stroke policies, whether they're for the red or for the otherwise, as broad stroke policies are unnecessarily affecting good, upstanding families and citizens.
Yeah, and I have a huge problem with broad stroke policies, and it's for exactly the reason you said. You do get those cases where the baby is so brain damaged that having it is actual torture for the parents.
Well, not just brain damage, but any other things like actually calcified in the womb.
Yeah.
So it's literally a dead rock that you're that you're carrying around, and that's literally unhealthy for the woman.
Yeah, exactly. And for example, you remember the mask mandates. I can't breathe inside of a mask. So I had guns leveled at me. I was unable to see my doctor for 3 years. I got all kinds of shit for physically being unable to wear a mask. I got people telling me that I was wrong about my own fucking body to the point where, and by people I mean doctors, that I fucking made a video going over, I put on a mask, I gave myself a very severe asthma attack to prove, look, I can't wear these fucking things. And it didn't do any good. Nobody believed me. Everybody thought I was faking it. So,
well, I don't know.
I hate broad stroke policies. There always needs to be asterisks because there are always special cases, and you can't just you can broad stroke a majority, but you cannot broad stroke everybody. And that is my big problem with government policies: is they broad stroke everybody, and a bunch of people get lost through the cracks.
Yes,
and your example is exactly as valid as mine because that does happen a lot with mothers and sick babies.
And I think if we just let's say this, if we just think that maybe for in that scenario that these ones saying that they want the right to choose or want the right to do stuff is because they want to feel, let's say if they're the ones saying that if should any of these really stressful things that a woman particularly, or one with a womb particularly, has to worry about, then they want to feel safe so that they can have the babies.
Yeah.
And feel safe. That is what we need.
That's why I say put the checks and balances. That's why I say put the checks and balances of having a doctor and a psychologist on call to be able to, second opinion the thing to make sure that it's not just, this, that, or the other. That way they've got people they can sign off on. Look, I'm a professional. I'm an OBGYN. I'm a, baby doctor. This is what will happen. I'm signing off on this, procedure kind of thing. That way there's checks and balances to make sure that it's not just some willy-nilly thing. And I'm always in favor of checks and balances.
I mean, fair enough. And I think I can agree on that, just so there's a sense of, are we doing the right thing? And then and also is it for a medical reason? And try to also, like, I guess realistically, try not to make it so that both the doctors feel like their hands are tied behind their backs and thus do nothing, which is also bad.
Oh yeah, you ain't kidding there.
Because that's the problem of some of these broad stroke policies and other things like that, is that if all sides need to feel like they have options. That's
exactly. All sides need to feel that they have autonomy.
Yes. So in that case, then let's just say, I get the idea of preserving a life, if possible. I also get the idea of preserving the wife.
And that's the other thing. There are some lives that are not worth preserving. I'm not even getting into the death penalty or anything like that. I'm just saying, when you have a sick baby, depending on how sick the baby is, depending on how bad the situation is, letting a baby out who has a horrific medical condition that is going to keep them in pain or in suffering all their lives is just... It is cruel.
I mean, let's just say, for the sake of, like, sometimes if God decides to have a baby in a womb that for some reason has half its head, half its internal organs, and basically its limbs somehow for some reason not attached to its body while still in the womb.
Yeah, and
so
having a baby like that is unhealthy for the mother, and the child itself isn't really a child. It's just a collection of parts. Keeping that thing alive is cruelty. And where does the line? Where's the line? Obviously, cognizance. If a child is not, if a fetus is not capable of thinking or surviving on its own, let it go.
Well, unfortunately, because it still had a heartbeat for some strange ass reason.
Yeah, that's the barometer we need to use.
Then, because it still had a heartbeat, they said we can't. The medical professionals' hands were tied.
What it boils down to is it's not as simple as, her body, her choice on the one hand, and all life is sacred on the other hand. There is nuance. There's nuance to all political topics, and the fact that people don't want to talk about the nuance of these things is why shit isn't getting done, and why you get these stupid bullshit broad strokes things. They just want to sign a document and move on.
I mean, and also too much us versus themism is
Fucking Christ, you ain't even
uh,
kidding. Ever since 2016, man.
too much us versus themism on either side is not helping, because basically,
Oh yeah, it's stupid on either
if
side.
if we want to get to actually come together, which I guess we don't.
Shit, not in this country.
But if we want to get together, then we have to, I don't know, try to listen to each other's point of view, and basically be like, well, I'm not going to immediately shut that down for reasons. I will listen to that, but I also will say I don't want some things that are important to other things that may to people that may be important, that perhaps are not being looked at because of too much all for the idealism or whatever, I don't know, again, broad stroke view on a certain topic, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think with that with that
preamble out of the way,
I think let's get that out of the way.
now that we've vented our spleens, now that we've discovered that we're pretty much politically identical.
Well, yeah,
I get the feeling that
we're agreeing to kind of
I get
tolerate
the feeling,
each other.
Well, no. I get the feeling that you expected us to disagree a hell of a lot more than we actually do. Because honestly, we're pretty in simpatico in terms of what we agree on. We do pretty much just agree on everything in terms of there needs, broad strokes are bad. There needs to be checks and balances to make sure that nothing is made, no decision is made flippantly or impulsively. That's the word I was looking for. I mean, we're
right, because
we don't really disagree that much on things in terms. We just want responsible fucking policy. That's all we really want.
Right. I mean, so you may be a little bit more red than maybe I am, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to judge you for that. But what I am going to say is I'm going to do my best to meet you in the middle. And so long as we try to, for those who can do their best to meet each other in the middle, I think we are going to be the ones necessary to try to keep people sane.
It's like I said, we both pretty much agree on the important stuff. The granular is where we disagree, and it doesn't really matter anyway, because it's just we've come to different conclusions on the granular stuff on how best to fix things.
Yeah,
it's not like our coming to different conclusions makes either of us a worse person. It's not like we can fucking go out and implement these improvements that we think would work.
Right.
It's literally just a bullshit session.
I mean, at this point,
it's literally elves versus dwarves. I think dwarves are better. So you think, well, in your case, you think tieflings are better.
A little bit, yes.
Fucking,
I guess,
it doesn't just because you think tieflings.
Turn that into a political statement.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, just because you think tieflings are better, and just because I think dwarves are better, that doesn't make either of us right or wrong. It is a subjective thing, and people are entitled to their opinions.
Yes.
And I think a lot more people need to fucking understand that. Just because somebody has an opinion that doesn't agree with yours doesn't make them a bad person, and it doesn't make you a good person. It just means you have different opinions. You're supposed to have different opinions. You're different people. Different people have had different experiences and come to different conclusions. That's fine.
And if we want our democracy to remain a freedom of the free democracy where people have the right to have differing opinions, then that is what we have and should want to protect. Because let's say, for the sake of this game, the idea of having a differing thought is frowned upon. So,
I do love the political undertones in this game. That makes me laugh. They really fucking went all in with it.
They did go all into it. So, I mean, this is the thing about this game. So now that we can talk about this game, good.
We'll get there.
We need to come to terms with this is going to be a rather all-in kind of things. Oh, and also like basically vehemently politically neutral game. That's the one thing I will say about this. We may have just talked politics while
we'll get there.
preparing to play this game. But one thing I do agree about this game is I vehemently do not want it to have politics from any side.
No, God, no. The politics in this game are squish bugs and kill robots.
And aliens and any other factions. It's humans versus, as a whole, as an aggregate, versus these non-humans.
The other thing about seeing other sides of a problem is you have to be humble enough, and I'm not saying you, obviously you are, that's why we're having these conversations. People have to be humble enough to accept that your ideas might not be the best ideas, and listening to other people's ideas, they might have better ideas. And there's no shame in saying, holy shit, that's a great fucking idea. And I don't care where on the political spectrum the good idea comes from. My dad is mentally retarded. He actually fell off of a table when he was 4, and he has brain injuries. He is not where he should be. He is mentally disabled. He has had good ideas. So I always listen to what he says, even if it's inane and stupid, because there might be a kernel of a good idea in there. And I don't care where the idea comes from. If it's a good idea, I'm going to snipe it. I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to expand upon it, because a good idea is a good idea no matter who says it. I don't care if it's Nancy fucking Pelosi or Donald fucking Trump who said it. If it's a good idea, it's a good idea.
Fair enough. And we all have the right to contribute good ideas. Whatever that means to somebody.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the other us versus them bullshit, is everybody who's in a tribe who believes themselves to be right or left or whatever, or in my case, anti-woke. If a woke person came up with a good idea, I would take it, because it's a good idea.
Yeah, and what I want to prevent in this game is introducing any type of politics into real world politics into this game and try to have anything about that, because guess what that will immediately do? What that will immediately do is then turn ourselves against ourselves, and we don't want that. We already have problems with all these bugs and trolls.
Oh, I view the bugs and A's and robots as analogs for the shit that we'd like to destroy.
And we already have our own friendly fire, just trying to trying to work as a team.
The whole game is kind of a microcosm, isn't it?
And trollish behavior that actually leads to people's deaths. So basically, it's just like, dude, we don't need more things. Even though your intention is well-meaning, you want to feel included. The problem is, the moment you do that, there are going to be massive increase in friendly fire incidents, specifically to you.
I do find
at the moment you do that. I mean, let's look at.
I find the microcosm of the game interesting, because it really is. I'm betting it was unintentional. It really is a microcosm of everything we're doing. We as a people, as a species, are trying to crush these gigantic ideas that are trying to destroy us. In this case, manifested by the bugs and A's and robots. But we keep friendly firing each other to death.
Yes, I think that is intentional. That was.
You think that was intentional? I thought it was by accident.
No, it isn't. No, it is intentional, because
fucking genius on their part.
Well, look at Starship Troopers.
That's true. That's valid.
There's lots of. If they were directly inspired by Starship Troopers, there is a butt-fuck ton of friendly fire and gore, even all sorts of stuff happening in that movie alone.
Yeah.
So, with that being the case, if it's based off that vibe, we need to keep it at that vibe. Everyone. I don't care whether you're from around the world, no matter what you believe, around the other, whether you're Reds versus Blues, whether you're in the Middle East. I don't care. We need the one thing about this game, and I love it to death for that. Is the one thing it will say is that people around the world can unite for one purpose against these true others.
And you know what's crazy? Usually as somebody who's like, more liberal and works for inclusion, this is the one game where I would say no. It's not built for that. It's not built for your other freaking agendas.
This is literally an
game-
escapist game. You are meant to
Yeah.
escape into the game to kill A's and,
Yeah.
and bugs and shit.
Correct.
Yeah,
Because
it's
the,
not
the
built
moment
for
you have
to, like,
Because the moment you
have
have
your-
flags in there, I mean, oh my god, can you imagine factions of like those for Super Earth
I
also
think that's-
having like Ukraine versus and then
Oh,
others in
Jesus.
Russia against the same thing,
No,
or,
no.
or other
the,
stuff?
the whole well, that's
No,
that's what
it's-
makes the
you know.
bugs, A's, and robots brilliant because there is no sympathizing with them. They are such an alien force, literally,
Right.
that
Correct.
that there is no sympathizing with them because that defeats the purpose of the game. The whole purpose of the game is
Right.
to be an escape from reality, and the best way to escape from reality is killing
Correct.
Nazis, or in this case, killing A's, bugs, etc.
Yeah,
Wolfenstein
and
3D did it back
similar
in
with-
'91, for God's sakes, and that was before you
Similar
guys.
with
Wait, that was
similar
before
with
most
Left 4
people were
Dead
even
and
born.
Zombies.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
are-
That's why
why are
zombies are the
people against
perfect
zombies?
enemies.
Why are people versus zombies always a thing?
Yeah.
Because at that point, the zombies aren't going to care whether you're red, blue, female, male, in between, like from one
Questioning
country or
or
another.
otherwise.
I love how
questioning
I love how
otherwise.
we've turned
you are
this
either
into a.
alive or you're one of them.
Soon to be
Kali
dead.
loves this game so much that he is doing a political rally for unity. Damn it!
Well, I mean, that's why we have the
Pretty
flag.
much. Let's just say that is pretty much what I'm saying. Is like
What we
need
need
to
is
put
an
aside our
Earthican flag.
differences and for unity.
We straight up
For
need an
true
Earthican
unity.
flag.
For that reason, I will actually see if there's a bumper sticker for my car, and I will put Super Earth on the Helldivers thing on my car.
See, I
For
would
that
do the Futurama one, but that's only because I've seen it. I saw it first.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
speaking of that, I really want to be able to watch Star Troopers now because I never got to watch that as a kid.
That movie is fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's fucking
Yeah,
great.
just prepare. There's gonna be people being split apart by bugs and
I
people
really
getting
don't.
beheaded and,
If
and,
TV
all
can-
sorts- and like my leg.
If
and
Tiffy
stuff.
can watch VTubers be split apart on Pornhub, she can handle it in fucking Starship Troopers.
Yes.
Oh my god. All right.
Hey, Project Melody exists. I'm just saying.
Yes, Project Melody does exist, and we've thanked
And-
that
and
one
trust-
for
and trust me.
being part of the beginning wave that allowed other people to have the permission to be VTubers after that point.
She's
And
surprisingly
trust
low
me.
key for a pervert.
Well, I mean, I like her. She does her best to try and maintain her her vibe of casual pervert pervert next door that you can ask, hey, you want to do some you want to touch yourself while talking a bit? Sure. Goes off onto some other thing, right?
I feel like that's an avenue that not
Database.
very many people could get into nowadays. I mean, I say that with OnlyFans being a thing, but I mean, OnlyFans has kind of caused its own problems. There's gonna be a lot of women who aren't able to fucking get a man because they do OnlyFans. I wouldn't want to be with a woman who was doing OnlyFans.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. But all right, can we agree that I think we talked all this stuff out? 'Cause
Yes,
I know
I'm going to very quickly take a bathroom break. I will be right
All right,
back.
you might as well do that because then
That way we
as a-
can dive right in when I get back.
yep, pretty much. And we're just gonna say this part here wasn't held is
Oh, I'm uploading the whole goddamn
Helldiver
thing. This is
politi-
great
some
shit.
political segment. But then actually part 2 is gonna be actual going into the gameplay.
Oh hell no! I'm uploading the whole damn thing. This is great shit.
I think it's kind of interesting.
Anyway, I'll be right
Helldivers
back.
active and bullets fired. Helldivers killed in action. Enemies killed. That is kind of interesting that it has those those statistics. That's kind of interesting. How many is that? That's like 26 million. 209,870 Helldivers killed in action. With 1,272 enemies killed. Anyway, I think that was fine.
Every mission brings us one step closer
Yeah, you
to the
did
full
fine. I think
democratization
Max
of the
is still in the
known
bathroom
universe.
though.
I know.
But I mean, if I can handle the week I've just gone through,
Mm-hmm.
which feels like a couple of Helldiver missions all wrapped into one,
On
I think I can handle.
hell diving difficulty.
Yeah, I think I can handle Starship Troopers.
Okay.
You
Fair.
know?
Well, fair point. And
Also, I have my new PNG up there.
yay, that's good. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, especially considering how some people have, said some this and that's about this game. It's like, you know what? It's a game. Damn it, just let it be a game. And it's a crazy, chaotic game.
The
But that's
reviews
why
were
people
very
like it.
right. Helldivers 2 turns your fucking computer into a space heater. I actually did open my window.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, pretty much.
I
All
get
right,
the feeling, Collie, that you have to deal with a lot of what I call rightoids on a day-to-day basis. Because you sound very similar to my buddy Ron, who works in fireplaces, and he has to go to these people's houses, and they're basically just NPCs on the right. They just say the same shit over and over again, and he's so sick of hearing it all the time that he sounds very similar to how you sound.
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't say that I deal with that on the regular.
I think what you get tired of is like tunnel vision assholery, where
Yes.
Yeah.
there's no multi-dimensional processing. There's
Pretty
just,
much.
There's just, oh, this is what everyone says the issue is, so I'm gonna jump on this issue.
Like,
only
I'll
from
admit-
this angle and fuck it to death.
Like, I'll admit, I've jumped on an issue, but when I've been wrong, I've admitted it, and the reason I do that, the reason I sometimes will jump on an issue is because I don't really care enough about it to do research. But generally, the issues I do care about, I will actively do research because I care about the issue. I want to know more about it.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like what I've had to do with my, VTubers with Disabilities group. It's so easy for people to say, oh yeah, this person or this thing is bad, and I'm just like, well, I need to go do my research, and I need to make sure that what people are saying is actually what's happening, because I've been on the receiving end of people making assumptions about, say, me or my work or whatever, and it sucks, because once people start buying the
lie.
or BS that somebody's putting out there about you, if they're not doing their research, well, number one, they're not smart enough to do research apparently, and number two, it means that they've already made up their mind with almost no information, and as a counselor, you absolutely cannot do that.
That is one thing about the zeitgeist that I would love to change if I could, is people making up their mind before they get all the facts.
Yes, that is, and that is also a bad thing for people to do in general.
You
Just
can
in
have your
general,
preconceived
no matter
notions. Preconceived notions are fine, but if you find the facts and the facts are different, you need to be, I would say man enough, but that doesn't quite work right. Human enough, adult enough. Thank you, Tiffy. Adult enough to admit, yeah, I was wrong. It's not like it shouldn't be a hit to your pride to admit you're wrong. It should be a buff to your pride that you can admit that you're wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's like
and that's at least the good news about you, Max, that you have the ability to do that.
Oh yeah, I know I'm an idiot.
You're not.
I live to be educated, man.
You know what's funny? We took a test recently and basically said, what is the certain qualities of Max Angor? And you know what surprisingly those silly little things said? It said, in terms of stupidity level or stupid level, whatever it counts as stupid level, you are very low on that very almost nil on that bracket. But you are you are feral. You're like horny. You're like. You're a little bit cringe.
Everyone's a little bit cringe.
And I don't know what other stat, but it's just like it was. And a bit of a clown also. and labeled that as a metric as well for how to judge people. And I was like, oh, it's like don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
Oh, no, I call myself an idiot, ironically. I know I've got about average, maybe a little bit better than average intelligence, but I call myself an idiot because I never stop learning. There's always more to learn. And in that way, I am trying to educate myself. I'm trying to smarten up. If you are a person trying to smarten up, you're obviously not that smart. Ergo, I'm an idiot, lol.
I mean, and I would rather be in a state of, like, learning things than going around thinking that I know everything, and I think that's my,
Complacency has bit me in the ass so many times that I'm obsessed with not being complacent.
Yes.
And calling myself an idiot is like my little shorthand kind of reminder, hey, there's always more to learn.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, starting with this mission. Do you want to start learning about this mission and this game?
Yep. Let's learn how to kill bugs.
All right, well, so...
We did it! We finally got to the game! It only took 50 minutes, but we did it!
Woohoo! All right, so now with all that out of the way, woohoo! It's like, we're done, everybody, bye! No.
Oh, that'd be such a dick move. Oh, God, I almost want to do it for the troll, but no, I know.
I know. Anyway, so the thing about
Happy
this game...
Bye Day! Sign off!
Yep, basically. All right, with that out of the way, all that jokeism out of the way, don't worry, we'll have plenty of time while in mission to do this. All right, so the things about this mission, so what we have what's called a what is it? It's a major order. So basically what's going on is everybody, as best as they can, are trying to basically activate these are like the game's major events, essentially. And what major event is happening right now is they're calling on the players to go onto these planets in this sector right here, basically this big old wall sector on these 4 planets, to basically activate these termicide plants, because they were built but yet somehow left inactive for some silly reason. So and yet they're all over the planet, but whatever, it's our job to activate them. And it's good news is the activation of them is pretty simple. You just press a button. But on the things that you need to go. But it's kind of like a couple things. One, it's kind of like infiltrate the compound, shoot the defenders, because if you let even a single one of the defenders in your immediate area stay alive for a little while, they're gonna fart and call basically summon their buddies, essentially call for reinforcements, and then a whole wave of them is gonna appear. Now, once we do the main console, there's 3 towers that we have to defend. And we have to defend them until they are fully activated. If they somehow go critically unstable or basically go all the way off, we're going to have to start all over again. So, obviously the point is defend the tower. Now, and once we activate that, there's going to be waves of enemies. Now, the good news is their focus is not going to be on us so much. They're going to be on stopping the tower. But our focus is to, prevent them from doing that. Good news is, at the very early levels, on the trivial levels, it's still tricky if you're new to the game, but you'll get used to it rather quickly. And then after that, once all those are done, then we go to the evac point, activate the console, and then basically activating all 3 of them at once. And then once that happens, it'll go, basically it'll activate and start spraying termicide all over the place. And then we will have to wait. We'll have to defend the landing zone for 2 minutes and not die. And, if we die, make sure we resummon each other. And then hopefully we will be alive and able to get to the evac, and the evac ship, in order to get there, and hopefully not get crushed or burnt or caught in the door of the evac ship, because that has happened. So
I'm ready to go.
So that's what to expect, and that's where the Left 4 Dead bit comes in.
Yep.
It's basically that final 2-minute stand. So, if you think you're ready, we
I'm
will
as
do
ready
so.
as I can be.
Terminids proliferate out of
All right.
control on this planet.
Initiating FTL
So.
to the Turing
So-
system.
Boom! With a little bit of Star Wars. Or I'm not sure if it like
Are we going to
Starship
be-
Troopers does that whole thing in you know,
Are we
warp
go-
to another planet.
Are we going to be
No.
joining randos?
No, we are not. If you have your thing set to private, basically private
only.
matchmaking, friends only, then no, it's just going to be us. No randos are going to be joining us whatsoever.
Oh, there
In
you go.
fact, I make it a specific point to not join randos. Because if you were watching that thing, did you see there were some other spots that said 1 of 4 or 2 of 4 or
Yeah.
other things like that? Those are other games that other people are participating in. Sometimes, and when they do a little ping, so they're sending out an SOS for basically anybody else to, hey, please come join our zone. But I personally make it a point, at least right off the bat, to not join them right away, so I can just focus on the mission.
Yeah.
Or when I'm with friends such as you or Tiffy or anybody else that plays Helldivers, I try to make it you know, rather simple. So what we do is we get into these hell pods, we get down. It'll bring up a little mission zone like this. So what I have to do is basically I pick a spot, and pretty much my point is I launch right smack dab on the objective for most of my drops. For reasons because, well, it makes your job at least halfway easier, because if you drop right on the objective, usually you'll be able to destroy the said objective somewhat quickly, except for certain ones like defensive outposts. You'll figure out which ones. But like, say, objectives like this, drop right on it, because otherwise you will take more time getting to the center where you need to go.
Oh, there it is.
So this game, you see some things that you can add to your squares. You already added probably as much as you can.
Yep.
The hectas come later, which are boosts, so which affect everybody. So like, and you can only pick them 1 per person per drop. So basically, I learned that like these things in the hexes don't stack. So like, say, if I have the heart or I have this ammo thing, which looks like a puzzle piece,
Glitch Vision
that
0101.
only
Yo, how
one
you doing with
person
the game?
can have those at a time in a 4-person
Well, we haven't started
squad.
yet, John. We've been having fun discussions.
Yeah. So anyway,
Glitch Vision 0101.
what I'm
LOL.
going to do right off the bat, since you're new, and I'm going to have the one that
This is
has
gonna be
us
such a
have
shit
the heart
show.
that allows Helldivers to resist injury, which I think is going to be important.
Yeah.
And usually I do so, you know, with certain. So, what we're going to need to do is have things to defend against waves. So whatever that's going to be, we need to do. So I also have an order that's a personal order that says kill 200 enemies with a machine gun. So it's probably good for me to bring a machine gun, because then that'll do
I've got
an
that
extra
summoned
little
too.
side quest. So so you'll be getting progress with that. So my personal is I
Glitch Vision
like either
0101. I've
minefields
been wanting to check it
or
out, but I'm a bit
turrets,
trigger
but
happy, and
careful
friendly
with
fire
the
exists,
turrets.
so.
I mean, well, all of them will kill you if you're not careful. Like if you wander into the minefield, yeah, you're going to be playing Minesweeper with your own body. But otherwise, then and the sentries, they are nice, but they can also shoot at you. So be careful with those too.
Well,
But
Collie bought it for me, so I figured, you know, I'd dive in. I have no expectations of being in any way good. My goal is to get the fuck away from him so I don't accidentally shoot him.
Well,
Because generally,
so
if
long
it moves, I shoot.
So long as you find bugs, and they're gonna be annoyingly skittery and squeaky and all sorts of then so long as you point your guns to those, then you'll be good.
The only thing I know is that the usual tip of reloading midway through doesn't work. So you have to completely empty the clip, which I'm fine with.
Okay, so you're on there.
Whoops.
All right. So also, weapons have firing modes so long as you hold down, was it reload? Whatever your reload button, you can actually have different firing modes.
On, off?
Like my defender, I want on burst. I want that other one on semi. All right, we got some bugs crawling up on us. All right, right off the bat, keep them before the. Oh shoot! Okay, so that they already sent their little bug farts. So that
now
means
I know why you call them that.
Yep. So they're going to be sending their buds. So basically, what you do, just try to throw a grenade in that general area. Okay. And you can punch them if you need to. Say hello to bureaucracy. I mean, trust me, it's like, you'll love it. And like, the over-the-topness of Starship Trooper isms is just the best. Whoop. See? Well,
How do I bring you back?
there's a summon him. So basically, you're going to need to do a call, which is whatever the control or the summon.
Oh, right.
And then do the button combination to toss the reinforce. So yeah, see, even the best, who's been around a while, can get blown up by something simple. So don't, no matter what, don't get an ego about it, because you can still get blown up. All right. So first things first, follow me. We need to go in the direction of where the console is, which is this way.
Grand_Admiral_Shadow, or you die to your own stratagems.
And there's a map.
There's that too.
Okay.
Thank God for burst fire.
Yes, I agree. Because full auto would make this gun go haywire. Okay, so for this particular mission, you see the blue thing over there on that.
Oh, there it is.
Basically, well, okay, you're.
Oh wait, no, that's not it. That's just a light.
Yeah. So over here, on this tower right here, there's a big little thing where the orange hex is on the map. This is what it's talking about. So go over there.
Oh, there you are.
Push the big old button. That's so. If you want to come over here, just see what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay, there it is.
It's right here. So the big old button.
Yeah, I can't see shit in this game. Me and one kind of sucks. At least I can shoot bugs.
Hey.
That's the important thing.
You know what? You're doing better than even my dwarf friend who rage quitted and couldn't even handle it like a puss. You
Or
know?
Turum.
Yes. All right. So follow me. So basically, do you see the big fat towers? 3 of them all around us, like this one right in front of us. This big fat one right in front of us. We have to defend those. We have to defend 3 of them.
We only have 2 people.
We could do it. Don't worry. We don't have to do it alone. We can. In fact, it's better with 2 people. So what we first steps first is we need to go up to a place. So sometimes, if you see here, there's a static machine gun emplacement that could be good. You get inside it and you can shoot at things. Now be careful, don't shoot at the silo, because if you shoot at the silo too much, like at the batteries where they're going to be attacking, see down here, the silo's going to go bwomp bwomp and it's going to be angry at you because you shot it, and it's going to disrupt the process.
Fuck, how do I change to... Uh-oh.
I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Oops, sorry.
I forgot how to change to grenades.
No worries, no worries. See, the thing is, you really gotta, like, not, like, take death in stride.
I thought
in
it
this
was.
game,
I thought it was Y to change to grenades.
because
But it all Y did was change to my pistol.
Reinforcing.
Request
There you go.
approved. Reinforcements on the way.
All right. So with that said, I will start the process for us. Defend the tower. Numero uno. Starting with this button right
I
here.
hear Betty's. Where are you?
I'm over here. No worries. Oh, damn it. Okay. So, yep, see, there are...
Mag's empty.
Okay, we gotta keep them off the thing no matter, as much as we
Glitch Vision
can.
0101.
It
How
has
is the slash there even yup? This
some
is one of those
health,
games I
but
only
not
play with
too
friends who know me
much.
low any aim assist. I desperately
So we
needed
got,
LOL.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to play this, John. I'm barely able to play it. But I wish I
doing
could.
alright.
I wish I could remember how to fucking like switch to grenades. How was it?
Calling down a sentry.
Well,
Mag's empty.
no worries. Yeah, I mean, even TP had some initial issues with grenades.
Glitch Vision 0101. I hate getting distracted
for
in the middle of
controller
writing
and
one
stuff.
Oh,
sentence
you want to
and then
talk about
write it without writing
distracted?
LOL.
Look at this.
Calling down a support weapon.
To call for anything, you have to do a whole fucking DDR minigame.
Yep, pretty much.
It's fucking stupid.
Left, right, left, right. Da 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 da.
Glitch Vision 0101. Oh, I know that one. That's something I kinda like.
And yeah, so basically, in order to do the minigun or the machine gun, you have to press whatever button is to the support weapon, which will probably show you one of two or two
I
of two.
had to hold the reload button. Yeah.
Okay. And apparently, the reload button also allows you to maximize its fire rate to like 900 RPM.
Wait, how do you do that?
You have to hold down the reload button,
Oh, there we go.
and then you press right or left or something of that sort.
I'm keeping mine low. I want to conserve ammo.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd be interested to try to see how it is. So the next two towers are on the other side of this compound. We just need to get over there.
I still
You
don't
know,
remember how to
probably
pull out
quietly.
my grenade.
Hee.
How do you do that?
Pull out the grenade.
Yeah.
You whip it out and wiggle it all around.
Selected for
Yeah, but like the actual button.
I mean, what are you
forgot.
doing? Are you on console? Are you on?
Oh, I'm on controller.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe Tiffy might help with that. It can be remapped to whatever you need it to, but I would not recommend doing so in.
Oh, no. I'm waiting until we get out of here.
Okay, we got some shooters right in front of us. Make sure to off them. Okay. Basically, gotta take out the guards, like hopefully quickly before they summon their friends. I hear some squeakers somewhere. They're around. I don't know what they're doing, and I don't like it.
Oh,
Yep.
motherfucker. Go away, you.
Yeah.
reloading.
Okay. Okay, I'd say the better way to go is.
I'm
maybe
trying to
that one.
find...
Yeah, I think we could go around that way.
It
Okay,
says there's a
we need-
red thing over here.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
which is probably baddies.
Oh shit!
Red things are baddies. Red things usually scout, usually patrols. Okay, you did good. So far, we're good.
Ah, yeah, that's... I definitely want the lower RPMs. Oh shit. Fucking
Okay.
A's.
All right. So what? This game is going to have varying levels of visibility problems. So that's just something to
Story of my life.
be in mind. Yes. Oh, we got another. Okay. Okay. Doing good. Doing good.
It's mostly just trying to find where the hell we're supposed to go.
Which we're here. Yep, that is definitely an issue sometimes. That is just something about the game. Just be aware of that.
I'm gonna activate whatever this is since I'm right here anyway.
Yep, it's right there. And good news is it's just a button. You pressed a button. Good job.
Yay, a
Push the
button.
button.
Alright,
All right, now we got to defend the tower from wherever the baddies are gonna arrive. We have no idea where, so we're just gonna have to try our best.
They're coming your way, looks like.
Yep, I see him.
Reloading.
Okay. Whoop! Get out of the way. The turret is gonna shoot at us if we're not careful. Yeah, that's the silo having a problem. It's just being a fuss budget. Just don't worry about it. Just don't throw grenades around it. You know.
I can't even get to my grenades.
Well, yeah, but some people throw 500 kilogram bombs around these things and stop the entire process. But that's because big fat enemies get around it. Just be glad that this is the basic level, right? This is just the tutorial level.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, 2 out of 3 down. We're doing a good job. All right, basically straight across for the third one. And careful, don't punch me because that will hurt me too. I would suggest not picking that up because we don't need it.
An expendable anti-tank.
Yes, yeah, well, sometimes that's necessary because there are effectively bug-sized things that are about practically as much as might as well be tanks, and you will need them for those enemies.
I heard... Ah, they're over here.
Yeah, there's gonna be baddies. You can hear them skittering about.
Uh-oh. I took a
Well,
dive.
Well, I suppose you'll be fine. You're not too far.
Bug tunnel breach.
Alright.
Requesting fortifications.
All right, who's having a problem? Where's the problem? Oh, on the other side. Okay, I see it.
Oops. Oh, big boys.
Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you. I know you're unstable. I know.
Calm
I know,
down,
Miss
have
White-
some dip.
Huh? Whoa, okay, that's a minefield. Okay, so watch out for that.
Throwing supply beacon.
You know, we need stuff.
Yep.
We are
Enough,
decidedly
we're
in need of stuff.
Okay, and I see some baddies coming from that direction.
I wish the
down,
damn map was available all the time.
Yeah, that I will agree. 100% will agree. Having the map on all the time is, as a toggle, would be a massive quality of life boost.
Well, you
100%,
can.
I do agree.
You can toggle it, but it fucks everything else up.
Yeah.
I just want it available.
Yeah, because that's the problem. Once it's toggled, then you can't call down support, and I hate that. I would like it active all the time so I can see where I'm going, and same with Tiffy, and then and stuff. Just have it active all the time so I can see as a tac map
So what are we
and still
supposed
be
to
able
do
to summon my
now?
stuff. Okay, so we did the thing. So now the only thing we need to do is the gray bits down at the bottom by the up
Tagging
hex.
map. South,
Yes, that.
200 meters.
Mhm. That is where we need to go.
It feels like they made the game, in terms of controls anyway, needlessly complicated.
A little bit, yeah. the turret's still attacking baddies even while we're moving away. That is the one nice thing about that.
I can't remember how to get grenades out. Damn it. That is bugging the shit out of me more than it should.
Oh shit. Speaking of
Oh.
grenades, did the littles before. Okay, good. They didn't fart. Okay. So this is our space. We're going to make our last stand. It's generally good in a place like this. Set down anything that you feel would be a good defensive measure, like a minefield. Stay away from that, because that will spread mines rather far. And then maybe somewhere like, oh, I don't know, generally around over there-ish will be a napalm. But right now, I think we're going to be okay. So, the final...
There
careful.
we go.
Okay.
No, I had an idea. I just... That
Okay.
way I can... God damn it, it fucking stood me up.
Okay.
Screw it, I'll just stay crouched.
So you're going to hang over... Well, sometimes they're not going to be coming from that direction. Sometimes they're going to be coming from the from other directions. But I just want to show you where the terminal is of where you got to go.
That's a noise.
Unless you want me to handle it.
Damn it. There we
Which
go.
I
I'm
might
fine.
as well handle it.
Yeah, you're right there.
I got the terminal.
Okay. And then, of course, do a little DDR thing, basically, to activate it.
Of course.
Up, down, left, right, right, down, fuck. Then E to escape to get out of it, and then reload back into it. 3 up, move over up, done.
Another triumph for managed democracy.
And then stay out. Then wherever this blue glowy thing is going to be is where our exit is going to be. 3, 2, 1, shoom, boom, down it goes. And this is what we need. We need to extract. Do another. If you want to kind of look at it, you can at least see, yep, what the DDR thing is. I'll let you do the honors because you're going to need to get used to that. And I'll keep big fat nasty bugs off you.
Dude.
Yep. And here comes the baddies. So this is what we got to prepare for. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm throwing a sentry out in that direction. And then prepare for a well, yeah, I'll do a napalm just in case from any other direction. I don't know exactly where. So it's just going to be one of those you just don't know. So hang around for the 2 minutes. So far, we're doing all right.
Calling down fortifications.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
I'm waiting for the bullshit. Because I figure it'll show up on the map before it shows up anywhere else.
Yep, that is kind of true. So far, it's behaving itself, which I'm not complaining.
Yeah, right? I can't imagine playing this with a control or with a mouse keyboard.
Which I am doing right now.
Oh,
It's kind of hell on my hands, but
Get you an
but
Xbox controller. That's what I did.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Grand_Admiral_Shadow. I mean, on easy, not many enemies will
because
appear.
at least then the controls are on the D-pad.
I want
Not
to
on
unlock a fucking
WASD.
shotgun.
Huh?
I want to
You wanna
unlock a
shot-
shotgun.
Yep, a shotgun is nice, and you were able to unlock that the very first tier. So
Thank
that's the
God.
good news.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Shotguns aren't Tiffy's favorite. She requires the rapid fire machine guns.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual
All right.
on the extraction zone.
3, 2, 1.
Pelican 1 landing in
Here
progress.
comes the escape shuttle. Again, do not stand right where it's going to land or it'll squish you. Or do not stand right where the engines are or they will burn you.
That makes sense.
Basically.
Countdown initiated. Extraction complete.
Let's get
Pelican
the
1
fuck
beginning
out of here.
descent.
Yay, we succeeded. I'll take it.
Yep. Congrats, Max. You did your first actual Helldivers mission. Woo!
I got achievements.
Grand_Admiral_Shadow. A lot can kill you in this game.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of the old XCOM games.
More
believe it.
democracy.
I can't believe everybody's, I can't believe people are actually showing up.
Well, 'cause it's
Outstanding
Helldivers.
patriotism.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to see what people are saying in your chat. I'm curious about.
Oh, not
who's
too
showing
much.
up.
I'm now level 2.
Yeah, Grand Admiral. Yep, on easy mode, not many enemies will appear. That is true, because I did see somebody a group that did do it on, like, I don't know what difficulty it was. Maybe it was extreme or something. But they encountered like 12 Bile Titans on that mission alone, along with like 24 Chargers or something. And I was like, holy crap, what the hell is this?
Grand_Admiral_Shadow. Yeah, that's probably suicide or
Or
hell dive.
something. And
Yeah.
also apparently another thing about that people were saying to the people who encountered that mission is that for this particular mission type, for whatever reason, it seems like the spawns, the waves of enemies are tied to the button press. So that means if you're not finished with the current round of baddies and they're still around and they stop the towers from doing what they're doing, if you the moment you press the button again, it will summon a whole new round of them of the exact same amount of waves your way. And if you're not done with the previous ones, that's going to be a cluster no matter what. And that's what some people have said. And I'm like, oh, schneid. Well, that would probably be why there was a hell of a lot of Bile Titans and Chargers on that thing, which are freaking huge.
How do I unlock more guns?
Okay, go into the Z or X acquisitions,
Okay.
looking on your screen. Whatever the button of the X button. Okay, Helldivers Mobilize, the Warbond progression. You can click the big.
Okay, here we go.
There's a whole new round of the steel of the cutting edge. Anyway, so this is how you progress in levels. So right now you see that skull little ticket thing with a 1 on it. That's your level up points, your war bonds, what they call it in this game. So you only have one, so that means you will only be able to unlock, well, basically only one thing on tier 1, which is basically the
Well,
the
then
little...
I am saving up for that shotgun.
Yep, you might as well save up for the shotgun, because then that would be good. Now the problem is on the bug side of things. While there still are a lot of these activate the terminal missions, there's not going to... I do have to say, at least for the devs, it's probably not a great move, just a little bit, is that right now there's too many of just only that type of mission on those planets right now.
Are they?
Which
Is this in early access or did this
Your
release?
fellow Helldivers
it
rage
did
against the enemy's
release.
tyranny.
It's still in live development, so it's a live development game. So it'll always be balanced throughout. It's I wouldn't consider it half baked, but there still is some tweaks
They
here and
built
there.
the foundation
Grand
and now they're
Admiral
building up from
Shadow.
there.
It's live service done right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Live
So-
service done right. That makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much. Live service done right, and I've heard that said on other reviews and such. So
I've probably got one more of those in me for my eyes, and then I'm gonna have to switch to something that's a little easier on the poor things. Or
Okay.
poor thing, as the case may be.
So, right now, if we do the bug things, then it's only going to be those types of missions for right now, which is...
Oh, if you want
know
to
what?
try, a robot, I'll try a robot.
You want to try a robot?
Yeah,
All
I'll try
right,
a robot.
then. So, things to consider about the
Grand
robots.
Admiral
Unlike
Shadow.
the
If you want to, I could
bugs,
join y'all.
where their only thing is they're going to swarm
That'll
you
be up to him.
and try to
Galactic war
slice
waits for
you.
no one.
The
Are you ready,
robots are
Helldiver?
going to fire lasers at you. They're going to fire rockets at you, and they're going to fire grenades at you, and also they're going to have big fat dudes with shields that are not going to be happy with you.
Ah, okay.
And of course, in the bigger missions, they're going to have AT-ATs, walkers, big basically big brutes with rocket launchers. They're going to send in tanks, literal tanks, at you, and they're going to, of course, have dropships that bring in their reinforcements. So, fun stuff.
Yeah, right.
along with machine gun turret emplacements and other things. So, pretty much Terminator. So just be prepared, yo.
Yep.
All right.
I figure if we fail, I just stick to bugs until I can get used to it.
And Tiffy just if you're still around, you don't have to stick around, because basically I know she don't like the bots.
The hour of our next victory rapidly
Probably from
approaches.
Judgment Day
Let us
scars or
cleanse the
whatnot.
galaxy of alien scum.
Welcome back.
But yeah.
So effective, you can almost forget that it's 100% safe for all other living things.
Did you hear that? So basically, the acquisitions officer said the termicide is so effective, it almost makes you forget that it's 100% safe for all other living things. I know, so that's pretty funny. Okay, so as you level up, there will also get money, which you can buy for ship upgrades and other commands. So while you're here, make sure that you have your grenade button set,
Oh, right. Thank you.
because you'll probably need it, and you probably will need it against these bots. No question. However, they do throw grenades at you, and I hear they can be tossed back, and there's an achievement for that. However, I'm probably, if you want to risk your Helldiver
Grand
life to do
Admiral
so,
Shadow. Yes, you can toss grenades
can
back.
certainly try. I'm not sure if I would consider myself qualified for that.
Now
yet.
we go to my controls. They went over it in the fucking tutorial, and I thought it was... Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm aware you can toss the grenades back, and there's an achievement for that.
Sprint,
I just
dive,
don't trust my reaction time to be able to do that.
strategy. Really? Oh, here it is. Combat. Change equipment short. Change equipment long. Trained. Oh, grenade is... right? Quick stim is up.
Yeah, I would do quick grenade. Quick grenade is basically just yoink.
Yeah.
That's what I would maybe shift it to, whatever button you want it for.
How do I unbind input? Yes. Alright. So there's
There we
quick
go.
grenade,
hmm
backpack function. Aim
Yeah, backpack function for like there's UAVs and other things that require that.
Oh,
So, like,
okay.
For
so like
another
you have a
mission,
backpack,
Helldiver?
and when the UAV goes to reload, it'll go into the backpack. So like when you so you use that for like
So you said
to activate the backpack.
you said I could spend money on ship upgrades and stuff.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
that's what I'll be saving that for.
Yep. So let me just quickly show you where that is. Let me get back into the game. It's over in this direction where the acquisitions officer is. To these terminals right here is where you do all your money, which will go into stratagems. So pretty much, page 1 is destroyer for your name, destroyer's name, and kind of other things. It's just kind of interesting stats. Where you're going to be spending your money on the yellow bucks, the R
A
bucks,
compact low
is
caliber
on
machine gun,
stratagems.
raise power for ease of use. No, that shit.
And then in these other missions, there's things. There's like
Oh,
little
yeah,
circles and
barrage.
other stuff that are the
Strafing,
samples. That's for the upgrading the ship modules.
orbital gas strikes,
Uh-huh.
APM supply pack. Machine gun sentry. That seems important. I don't have the funds for that yet. I almost have enough funds for that.
Might as well save it up. Yeah. Yeah, save it up. The
So,
machine guns.
donation access, permanent access to.
Yeah.
ammo,
So
provided
those things, in order to level up these bits, you need
You need the green ones.
what are you need what are called there's samples in the field. So right now you only have one little circle thing, which is the basic sample, and you find them scattered around around the
Helldiver,
map
take
in
command
various
of the
places.
galaxy's liberation.
And so that's kind of like you got to do that's your little treasure hunt thing that you do in order to.
I definitely prefer how Deep Rock does it better, but granted, Deep Rock's been around longer, so it makes sense.
Fair point, and I haven't played Deep Rock, so, but you would.
Have
so
you,
that's fine.
do you have it?
I do have it.
Okay, good.
I have it. I had it because my friend has it, and he's a dwarf guy. So I just, haven't gotten around to playing it yet.
We should definitely do that at some point. It is, I think if you like first-person shooters, I think you'll like it.
Mechanized
No, I'm not turned off by it. Don't worry. Okay, so I think the easiest one is going to be, so looking around, so you kind of see there's some missions that are already there that already have 1 or 2 or other ones already doing it. I don't bother with those. Basically, unless I want to go in with randos, which I usually don't, then the best thing to do is to do the ones that are open like this, that have a little field around them. And you can join with your bunch of buds, or with me, or
Oh yeah,
anybody
Grand
else.
Admiral was asking about that.
So anyway, so between the missions, they show different little symbols on them. So like this one here, the peacekeeping operation here, that has little robo dude. Basically, the point of that one is kill the big bad of those in a fixed emplacement. Usually, what helps with that is a big fat airstrike, which I do have, and could be neat, could be fun. There's this one over here, which is destroy a radio tower, and good news is radio towers are very flimsy. All they need is 2 grenades launched right there, and basically the rest of it is GTFO, which I do like, and I will recommend for first bot missions. Second one, there's this one over here, which is channel oil to some oil derricks, and it's a confusing one, and I would not recommend these to you, but if there's the only missions that you have at your level, you're probably going to have to do it. But basically, it's like you got to do little puzzle mechanics in the terminal in order to channel the pipes to the right pipe hole. And those kinds of fun little mini games. You know those? Yeah, those channel the pipes as the pipe flow
We
goes
will
through.
definitely have to try Deep Rock at some point. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
But yeah, and all the while you gotta stand there while the bugs come at you.
I do find it funny that bugs are both in Deep Rock Galactic and this game.
But one mission remains.
So I think for now we will start with the broadcast.
Yeah,
which
we'll
is-
do the. Yeah, that definitely sold me on that one.
The drop near system.
And honestly, I'll probably just stay with bugs.
It's
But
fair.
I still wanna see what I'm getting in for.
That's fine. I mean, right now for the rest of this week, it's going to be all one mission type. So that is partly the problem of what's these major things for a whole week. If they overwrite every single mission on the bug side to be only that mission, that will get stale real fast.
Yeah.
And so that, I mean, I kind of feel like maybe like half the missions, or like a mission at least.
Well, my thinking is they'll get feedback.
But also get some variety out of the other missions.
They'll
so
get
that
player
at
feedback,
least
and they probably won't make this
interest,
mistake
right?
again.
Yeah, but they're learning, okay? We'll just give them some time. They'll learn, and they'll get the feedback, so long as we give them nice, constructive feedback that isn't insulting, that basically says, okay, fine.
And I definitely agree with John that there needs to be alternate control schemes. There needs to be better auto-aim options. There needs to be better options for those damn DDR mechanics. There needs to be alternate ways of doing the same thing.
Well,
for people
I don't know.
who do have mobility issues, or people like me who just have really bad memories.
Well, considering how baked in the DDR mechanics are, considering the call-in strikes and everything else, I think the DDR mechanics are not going to change for this game. So sorry about that. But hey, I do agree on one thing, which is definitely the map. Can we all agree? Can we just have a map that's open and just still be able to call in our support weapons while looking at the map?
I don't understand why they even thought that was a good idea. That's just an actively bad idea.
I still want to be, for me, I still want to see where I'm going. I don't want to get lost.
Yeah, I have a hard enough time trying to fucking find where I'm supposed to go. That's another thing in Deep Rock is, boy, that mapping system. That is a system. I assume you'll have an easier time of it since you have, both your eyes working, but oh, that was an issue for me.
Yep. So, I think for these ones, I'm trying to decide whether... Hey, Admiral, does napalm work on bots? If you're still there?
I don't know myself.
I know they work great on bugs, because it's fire. But,
Grand_Admiral_Shadow. I think it does. I never used it on bots.
Never used it on bots? Well, only one way to try. Only one. That's another thing about this game. It's like, basically, just don't think, just say for freedom and for science and just do whatever you think is going to work. Basically. But because it's a very easy objective that can be down literally with 2 grenades tossed right at it, then you don't have to worry about it. And I can focus on doing that. You primary thing for you, keep shoot at the bots. Is what I'll tell you. How about that? Sound good?
That I can do.
Okay. Tell you what, I'm not sure. Minefield? Yeah, minefield.
Hellpod launch initiated.
So long as I still got the personal objective machine gun going on, and I have that. Yep. So, yeah, the training manual tips. Missions are filled with unexplored points of interest. Definitely check them out, because they will give you extra stuff, like extra medals, extra money. It is always good to do that, and on the easier missions, that is exactly what we're gonna be doing. Okay, we're right here.
hot drops.
Rolling down a sentry.
Gotcha.
Rolling supply beacon.
I'm trying to remember how to hug walls. Or can you hug walls?
Well, we'll see. Anyway, 1,
How about a nice cup of
2.
liver tea?
Boo! That was terrible.
How's that not destroying the damn thing? Sheesh. Uh-oh. Shoot. Over.
Calling down fortifications. Back them. Ah!
Behind. Watch out. Okay. Usually that thing drops in 2 grenades. I'm surprised it's not dropping as fast. Okay. Okay. I'll try to. Maybe it's because of I'm doing light grenades and not heavy grenades. Oh, that could be why.
What is this?
Jeez.
Fire in the hole. Got a sample. Nothing in the chamber.
Shoot. Well, then that's my bad for bringing the wrong type of grenades.
Grand_Admiral_Shadow. They also did balance
But that
changes.
is definitely the thing we need to.
Nothing in the chamber.
That is definitely. Wait, what?
New mag.
Hey, yo? Oh,
I had to throw it up there. That's weird.
okay.
That doesn't seem right.
Huh. Maybe I just had to shoot the terminal. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Extraction.
Anyway,
Where is extraction?
extraction is.
Dropping a pin. North.
Yeah, over that
100
direction.
meters.
The blue line that you can see all the way up to the sky. Now, the good news is we don't have to worry about that right away because we got lots of time. Look at the time, 36 minutes.
Yeah.
We have time to explore some things around the area. So, which is usually good to do around these level 1 missions. So like over here, there's some light little things around, like over here, which are good little supply things that also give you medals and also sometimes give you money. Or sometimes they give you a fun little extra weapon. And like in this case, it actually gives a machine gun emplacement, which could be very nice. So, okay, so sometimes, yep, like that one right there gave us medals. So, and then see there, that little
Sample collected.
circle thing, that's a sample. We need to protect those. Those are our valuable things. Okay, we hear some baddies. Do you want to take the heavy machine gun?
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
Right. Okay, turn it around if you can. It's going to turn around rather slowly.
Where the fuck are they? Oh, there they are. Fucking robots.
Extraction is available.
Yep. Oh, careful, that's a grenade. That's a grenade.
I pushed it off of a thing.
How did that blow me up? Yep. Oh. Okay, we got
Damn,
Maddie
there's a
to our
lot
right.
of fucking fog here.
Yep. That's things to think about. The terrain itself is not friendly.
I
It's
hate
not-
how much fog there is in this game. It makes it really hard to see.
Yeah.
Even for
well,
me.
Well, it truly is one of those things where the game is doesn't have to be friendly, and it really shows you the war is going to be war no matter where, and sometimes the weather is not going to be nice. So I think we've all been too used to really nice weather in our shooting games.
Grand_Admiral_Shadow. Yeah, the game does
No.
not hold your hand at all.
Yep.
Democracy needs me. Fucking great.
And also, I think it's just, you know, one of those things where it might just be, you know,
Shit.
everybody has like games they like and games they don't. You know, it's just one of those things.
Grand_Admiral_Shadow. You are not the main character in this game, and it shows you.
HMG. Okay, so this is generally pretty good. We don't have to stay here. We probably shouldn't stay here. We should probably move towards extraction.
Yep.
I can hear the bots coming, and we don't have to stay to keep fighting.
The only other game I've played where you're not the main character is Kenshi, and that is another game I wish I was better at.
So I'm sure we can go around and scour for more, but this is just to give you a little taster of what to look for.
Yeah.
Since you just said you only have time for one, and I just want to, you know, get us to the main extraction, and just show you kind of like that's what to expect in some missions like this. So yes, even though we could do more, and there is oh shit, there's a minefield over there. We need to go to the left.
Oh, there they are. Yeah,
Go to the right. The right.
camera left.
Camera left. Yeah, there's some people who were like that. It's like, which is right? Which is my right? Your left? His right? I don't know. There were some issues like that, and yeah, it led to some funny moments. But yeah,
We'll just circle around.
pretty much. Yep, go the long way.
Something here.
Okay.
What did I find?
Oh, okay. So, okay. So sometimes things like this, this is interesting. So this one you need 2 people for. If come back if in this direction. And we got some friends. Let's shoot the friends first, so that they don't call in their friends. Okay. I think we're good for now.
So what do we do?
Just go down and
Oh, here
we
it
need to
is.
press the button. You need to press the button at the same time as I am.
1, 2,
Otherwise-
3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
There we go. It's a bunker.
And yes, it's a bunker.
We'll hunker in the
So-
bunker.
And these ones you need 2 people for. So yep, that's a good way to get some extra medals and other important things. Okay, I got a sentry out just to protect us.
Extraction is available.
They're really insistent on letting us know about that. Oh, shit.
Yeah. I put
saw-
out the sentry, but it's like, damn it. Yeah, they sent out the flare. Which, so... But... Okay, just keep your head down. The Gatling gun's out there.
Uh-oh, that's a
That's a
boom.
grenade. That's a grenade. Grenade. Look out. Yep. Come on. Shoot at the dude. There we go. Gee. Took my aim long enough. Heck.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Okay, I think we should be clear to get to the.
Sheesh, Collie, you need to work on that aim.
I know.
You know
I'm
what?
I'm spraying it all over like my pee on the toilet seat.
Oh, you Indians. God, that is such a stupid, easy joke. I feel kind of bad for that
all
one.
right. I look.
I feel bad for that one. That
all
one's
right.
too easy. That one's terrible.
As long as you feel bad for that one, I'll let that one slide. All right. I'll lay out a minefield.
Oh, don't feel bad about making Jew jokes or Scottish jokes or German jokes.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Well, this will be a good time to
There we
see
go.
if a napalm does a thing. Because we're gonna need it.
Oh, that's happening. Holy shit.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Come on, you motherfuckers.
Yep. I will allow you to curse here. Die, you heckers. For freedom! For liberty!
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
You fascist robots! Yeah. Okay, sentry out.
Calling in orbital strike.
Orbital strike will work. Okay. Batty.
Minus 30 seconds.
Okay, got it. Nice.
I don't know if it
Good
helped, but it couldn't hurt.
I think it helped.
Minus 20
So far, we seem to be doing good. We're doing good.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone. This is Pelican 1. I have visual on the extraction zone. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
Okay. Yep. Stay out of the way. Stay to the sides. Make sure you know where its butthole is.
Oh, there's
And
its
then get
butthole.
it. And then get in it.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle
The,
launch in 20
the,
seconds.
the, the robots are squishier than the bugs, surprisingly. Presumably because they can do ranged stuff. So yeah, that's the general gist of Helldivers, and it'll only go upwards from here in terms of difficulty.
Grand underscore admiral underscore shadow. These bots are
But you
squishy
can
for now.
stay on the good news about this is it doesn't have you go on a forward track so much like some games where it's like you have to go at the higher difficulties.
Yeah.
And if you're not capable enough to maintain your ability at those levels, then well, F you. But so the good news is you can still go back to more easier levels if you want. That is one of the nice thing about this level, this game, the way it does it. So that for, like, say me, I'm a level 13 sergeant, but I'm helping you, a cadet, go through your level 1 missions. So that's a nice perk. So it allows for kind of like a pay it forward kind of thing, which
Yeah.
I think is nice.
Welcome back. Well done.
Let's see.
So yeah,
Did I
that's
unlock?
the
Hey,
what do
I
you-
did. Wow, they gave me a lot.
Yep. So that's the good news. So going out and finding all those extra goodies in the field will give you more medals more quickly. And more money also more quickly, because that's generally the goodies that are spread around the field. And I tend to like to do them on like the easier levels, because then you don't have to worry so much about fighting off the bigger enemies and the other ones that'll kill you. That'll allow you to essentially help you get out those nice medals and some ship like stratagem upgrades and even ship upgrades for the samples a lot quicker. So in this case, even though yes, you could do higher difficulty missions, it's generally best to kind of hang on the other ones and grind a little bit
Yeah.
until you feel comfortable and you have some nice options for you. But you should be able to access the shotgun now. So general process is try to get general process is get the guns first, get the upgrade packages next. If there are canisters like those,
Yeah.
you'll know what those ones are. Get those ones next, because those are the hex canisters, and those are very handy. Because anyone you get you will be able to contribute in some way to be able to boost the rest of the party, whoever, or even yourself, however it is. So it's only beneficial to get those. Third thing after that is armor. Armors are sometimes that they have in those tiers sometimes have nice perks that are different than the basic armor that you have right now. So it just depends on which ones you want, but you will still need to contribute at least a sizable amount of war bonds before you proceed to the next level. And I would say kind of think about which ones you'd want them to be in order to unlock the next level. And you don't have to spend over much so if you don't want to, or hey, if there's something cool you want on the previous levels, go for it. But yeah, just try to use your level planning with how much it is needed to unlock the next tier and plan around that. And then after that, you could go for the premium bucks credits as a nice filler, because the game's literally giving you premium money that you can have for basically for time.
Oh
time
wait,
buck.
should I have bought these? Oh, I should have bought these armors. Oopsies.
No worries. No. Don't worry. It's not a problem. No, I think getting the gun first is more important.
Oh yeah, and I mean I'm not gonna get this diligent thing because it's a marksman rifle, and I'm not a big marksman rifle guy. Same thing with the Redeemer. I'm not a big machine pistol guy. So I can afford
_Admiral_Shadow.
Well, the
yes,
machine pistol is going to be very efficient against the bugs. So if you like going bugs, then that's going to be handy for them.
Son of a bitch. You can go way down.
Yep. So either way, it's just mostly just trying to unlock more options and just trying to be efficient about your level.
Well, yeah, and you're trying to do the right loadout for the job.
Don't let your family get murdered. Spend
Don't
your
let-
extra cash.
Anyway, I'm gonna kill the stream here because my eye has taken about all it's going to take. I've decided that I'm going to come back with Deep Rock Galactic so that I can kind of compare and contrast.
_Admiral_Shadow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And if you or Tifi want to tag along on that, we will definitely be able to do easy missions to kind of get you into it. Because there's a few of them I can do, and there's a few of them I can't really do that are more visual. So, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed watching. I'd like to thank Kali for getting me the game and helping explain how to play it, because God knows I'd never figure it out.
Yeah, I hope you like Starship Troopers America Fuck Yeah in Space.
Right.
With the
They certainly went with a vibe.
With a combination of Terminator with aliens and Predator to come rather soon.
Yep. So anyway, I will see everybody in a bit. Ideally, I'd like to say an hour or two, but we'll see. And I have been Max Angor, that has been Kali Baba, and Tifi has been here too, and we will see you all next time.
Yep, thank you to everybody in chat. See you next time.